Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik, and welcome to more Animal Crossing Explored City and those city folk. So, it's currently 1 AM, and I've forgotten to record today. Well, I technically haven't, but I've recorded stuff that can't go out a day, so this is my way to make it right. So, we're gonna get into it. Obviously, I need to keep my voice a little bit down, not as much as usual though. I'll get into that a little bit later as well. But yeah, I figured I started on the title screen and rover screen today because I just felt like it. But yeah, I'm not only recording a late night episode of this, but after finishing with this, I am gonna, if I've still got energy in me, I'm gonna try and do GameCube as well. Because why not? Why not get two birds with one stone, and you get to see me throughout about an hour in one single late night. So, ooh. Okay, I'm messing with this music. But, alright, what do we do in Mailbox? What we got? So from Anchor, read that last, but Happy Room Academy at Bank. Then, Bell Point Notice, of course, new month. I'll take 500 bells in interest. And then last but not least is Anchor. To Daniel, I wonder where I'll be when you get this letter. Well, I know it won't be in Toffee because I've moved away. Thanks for everything and take care. I will go and archive that letter because Anchor we never really got to know, but I mess with her. She's cool, she's chill. I liked her vibe. Like Egyptian themed characters, I'm always just kind of like, it's like, hell yeah. Go on. So, in terms of what this episode is going to be, it's actually quite interesting because naturally, late night trips to the city, we've already done that. What I'm going to do this time is really a pitfall. Okay, well, I was going to say I wanted to go on a bit of a trek around the town and actually pick up some fossils. Because that interest there has got me thinking, and it's like, you know what, we could probably do with having just that bit more cash on hand. Even if it's so that our interest in our savings account goes up a little bit more per month. I just think, let's find some fossils, then let's sell them. I mean, we probably know, like, in the back of our head where they are, so why not, go and find them. That said, I do wonder actually, no one's probably moved into where Anchor is. Good way to check is if we've got 10 villages or not, but we'll see. So, let's get down to business though. Let's check this and then I'll explain while I'm wandering around. Wow, wait, can I check? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. But I'm going to explain why I wasn't able to record today, or at least what I recorded was unusable. So, if some of you have been following the channel over the last few days, you'll see that I've had a little bit of a resurgence in one of my old interests. I say old, it kind of never really left, it's just been in the background, but it's Zero Escape. We played through the first 2 games out of the trilogy on the channel years ago, and at some point I had the world record, and I don't know what spurred it on him. No, I do not spur this on, but I used to have the world record, and that had kind of been in the back of my mind for a while. It was a cool fact to bring up every now and then, but I'd never really, said it out loud, because it was in 2020. It was a while ago. But as part of my university's research, which again, some of you may remember me mentioning on the channel, again, I'll come back around and talk to these guys because I kind of want to do like our fossil sweep first, because it's quite late. My brain's kind of we'll go with fragile. Also, is what's it called even open? Nooks. We'll see. Also, we could try for Money Rock. I don't see why not. Been a while. But yeah, basically, I made a visual novel, and it kind of inspired by Zero Escape, Danganronpa, kind of that sort of tone. And somebody called me out on it because I used some Zero Escape music, and getting that for the game had kind of started me getting interested again. Like, okay, I'll watch some old scenes and whatnot, which I remember liking fondly. But somebody clocked me on it, and that got me talking about it. Like, okay, they were a fan of Zero Escape too. You don't run into them every day, especially in real life. It's like I respect it. And then, it got to the, because I was running an experiment, 2 people at once. This guy sped through his, whereas the other person was behind. So I was like, you know what, I got time for this. But I ended up mentioning that I used to have the world record in that speedrun game, and they're like, hell yeah, a good conversation. Really annoying that you always meet the coolest people at uni or school or any other form of education in like the last few weeks. But it was a good conversation, but again, it reminded me of like, oh shit, yeah, I did used to be like the best person in the world at this one very specific thing. And I kind of sat there for a bit because I was doing my dissertation, but I finished university a few days ago, and it was on my mind, and I was like, you know what? What if I just gave it a go? So I did. I streamed it, and well, yeah, it got me back into speedrunning it, and I did set the record. However, it has eaten up a lot more time than you'd expect. To go through the whole game in like a complete run takes about an hour, 13, 15-ish minutes. Like, it's a long time, and I'm doing a fair amount of runs. Some of them obviously don't get that far, but that's eaten into a lot of time recently. Granted, I think getting a world record is, you know, worth the time investment, but it means regular recordings, and so it's like, do I have time to record, say, Danganronpa or, like, Persona? No. A lot of the Persona 3 recordings, no, all of them are, like, recorded from ages ago. But recorded when that first came out. Again, kind of had a similar effect, but yeah, basically I've been speedrunning, and yeah, kind of carried on into today, if not more so, because I thought I was done with it, right? I thought, you know, after our live stream yesterday, we were done and dusted. Did an extra run, beat my time, figured that was the end of it. And then I read the rules. You need to have a little counter that says how many frames you're currently getting, which I didn't have, so I had to redo it today. So it's been like 4-5-ish days of like constant speedrunning. Which, you know, I've been getting the odd recording off in the time, but it's like eating into kind of, you know, how regularly I'm doing it. Hence, 1 AM recording, because we did it. So, to give you like a little breakdown, we live streamed us learning the route, and then the day after we live streamed us like actually doing attempts, and the time we got at that was an hour 12 minutes, which is pretty damn good. Because my old record was like 8 minutes ahead of that, so, you know, big improvement from 2020. And then yeah, my offline run I did following that stream late that night was 1 hour 11 minutes 43 seconds, which is pretty good because it dips below that minute barrier. Again, new record. And then the final one, it was today. That was bang on 1 hour and 11 minutes. Again, I like my round speedrun times apparently. But yeah, I did it. That one's valid because it's got frame counter. I've actually set, like, I uploaded it as an unlisted video. I've sent it off to be assessed, and yeah. I don't want to get all those attempts out though, because I think they equally have their merits. I think the stream highlight one is good because that was my first time actually getting the record back, so that's kind of got that there. Then the offline one I did is really funny because I applied for a savings account mid-run, and then obviously this newest one is the most up-to-date record, so they've all got their points of appeal. But yeah, that's what's eating into my time, and then yeah, the reason why I can be a little bit louder tonight is that my parents are currently at a party, predicted to end at about 2 AM, so, you know. I've got time. I almost dug up the shovel that's buried next to Nook's. Can't do that. In case you don't know, I have a contract with myself where if I do that, I have to end the series. It's kind of like a, you know, if there's ever in the last episode, I will dig this up. Call the void, but I'm resistant. But yeah, basically, I got the house mostly to myself. My sister's a heavy sleeper. She's asleep, so I can record without worrying I'm like, interrupting people, but we'll keep my voice down anyway, just in the event, you know, it's traveling through walls, like out windows, you know, it's like, I want to have a minimal impact on anyone, but, you know, the most, if it makes sense, the most nearby, like, impact it can have, mitigated, because they ain't here, yet. But, yeah, I figured I'd retell that, because, I'm sure some of you maybe were wondering why the fuck this random game was on the channel. It's just, I wanted the world record back. And I'm quite happy with how it's gone out. Now, I feel as though we've done a decent circuit of getting our gyroids and whatnot. So, Kiki, how you doing? So, say, kiddo, have you seen a key? Really? The first person I speak to when you're looking for a key? Never mind. Never mind. But yeah, by all means, do feel free to watch those speedruns if, again, I doubt the audience overlap is inherently high between them, but again, if anyone's interested, I'm more than happy to try and share to the best of my ability what I know. Again, I just picked it off of other people, so if anyone wants me to pass that info forward, it's like, why not? You know, pass the baton. But yeah, it's been fun though. Again, doing something you haven't done for ages is like one thing, because I went into this thinking, right, I'm going to be significantly worse. The record's way ahead of me. It's not happening, and then it happened, and it's like, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't expect it to go well, and then it did, and that's quite good. Anyway, ooh, well, hello. Another gyroid, really, there are no fossils. I assume it must have rained recently. Then again, I suppose leaving the fossils in the ground for this long, of course, they've probably been rained on. Probably worked out with even getting just the one. Be serious, there's so many! Complain and you will receive. But, well, so what else is there to talk about? Because the thing is, right, I want to save, you may know from my frequent, like, things that happen in recordings, I often run out of conversation topics if I record too much in a short period of time, so I want to save some for GameCube. So I'm just going to talk to Teddy for the time being. Yo, that you, Daniel? What sort of vanishing act? You get intimidated by these awesome calves? Look, I get like 0 phone reception in this local town, so I never know if someone's been calling me. If you're not going to be around for a while, drop me a letter, will you, girl? Oh. Although I will say, it has been a while since we've actually had a late night episode of this. I mean, we can go to our fountain stuff and check out those guys in the top right, but I mean, let's have a look at the City Folk episode listings, right? Because I know a late night episode when I see one. Like New Year's 2024, I don't actually think is that, and I don't know, it might be primary real estate. It might have been 182 or 178, and that was October last year. So we've had time off. We've taken a break. We're turning, I like when these are like an event though. I remember talking about things that happened in 2020. The first one of these we did with New Horizons. Ah, you're ill. Oh, well, the shop's closed, sorry. There's no need. But I remember the first one of these we did, right? Like, and obviously, they're all recorded at different times, but any video that's recorded, at least for me, 1 a.m. or later, falls under this category of late night videos, and then if you want to push the envelope, very late night videos. Like, 2020 was a weird time, but it was the first time I was really able to, like, get the thing in, right? Because it's like, okay, 2020 is one thing, everyone's in lockdown. I don't need to worry about being up early tomorrow. It lined up perfectly, and it was a rush to kind of record it, right? Because I think it was like, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And you gotta imagine that's 4 years ago, so I would have been, 17? It's like, I was a bit less of an adult than I am now. So it was generally frowned upon for me to be recording videos at late night. But it was a rush to get it done. Like, ooh, is somebody gonna, like, come in and interrupt me midway through? And that's only happened once. And I don't actually... I think it is an episode of City Folk. I was interrupted once, and then I think I had to redo the episode the next day. But hello, Victoria. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is like something. It is. I think there's two types of people who like fishing. There's people like me who like fishing because it makes them look good, and there's people who think fishing is like an actual sport. Isn't that weird? You have to lure fish with like a lure. That's creepy something. I agree. But I'm trying to think. Was it last year? Because it was in July, right? I remember distinctly the only episode where I've recorded at dead late night and somebody's interrupted me, other than my brother coming upstairs because we share a bedroom. Well, currently he's away attending uni, so it's, mine. But I swear it was in July. It was episode 130. Wouldn't miss it for the world. I don't remember if that's the retake or not. Shall we have a look? Okay. We're not gonna have a look because that's yeah. We will skim through that in due course on mute. But hello, Serena. You're not gonna give me my shit back, are you? Just came to see what person who throws access to cute fountain goddesses. Why these things happen to me? Yeah, I recognise that dialogue from second one. But let's have a look. Because I want to see when that was recorded. Because I think wouldn't miss it for the world. Depending on what day it says in game. Aha. Okay. I'm with you. Yeah, so wouldn't miss it for the world, actually. That's episode 130. Very long time ago in the series. The original take of that I got interrupted in, so I had to record it later that evening. But how are you doing? Hey, Childy, I'm sure you heard the rumors before, but have you ever actually seen a baseball shirt? I've got one. That's my Childy, I knew you'd be on top of the latest trends. I was thinking about getting one, but if you've already got one, it would just look like I was copying you, so never mind. Actually, I should go to the roost while I talk about this. But yeah, wouldn't miss it for the world, episode 130. That was the one time I tried to record a late night video and it failed. At least I imagine it is. Yeah, no, going off that description, yeah. Yeah. Or is it overdub? I'm trying to think. It's either episode 130 or episode 105. It's one of them. And, yeah. That's the only time I've been interrupted. It's 105 or 130, both were. 130 is not even a late night episode, but it originally was, just to clarify. Oh, hello, Yuga. I drink great coffee. I want something sweet like peach crisp, don't you, Bamboo? But if I asked Bruce to bring me something like that, he'd probably give me a dirty look. well, I'm happy to take what he's throwing down. And, oh, sure, you can hold my gyroid. Yeah, you can have my, mini squelchoid, because that sounds really disgusting. In fine condition, cool, if you've got more, I can hold on for those of you too. Hands off. I forget he can store them. Wait, how do I get them back? How do I get them back? Oh. How long do you reckon these things have been stored in here for? Probably too long. Oh well. Let's buy coffee off him. So that'll do fine, and then we can get our fossils analysed here too. So I think we found all of them. So look at us achieving our objectives. But it was always interesting to reminisce on this kind of style of Animal Crossing videos, because a lot of people fuck with them. I fuck with recording them because it is an immense vibe to do it. And there's always that little bit of an adrenaline rush, like, I know I shouldn't be recording this late, you know, like, there's just, you know, there's like a psychological element to it, like, I get a bit of a rush. It's like, we shouldn't be doing this, we're in, like, overtime, I should be asleep or doing anything else. And then you guys always seem to fuck with them immensely, because it's like, okay, apparently it's an immense vibe. Like, I've heard, like, I've got comments occasionally say, like, it's relaxing, and others just going, like, oh, fuck yes. Because I think I've said this before, but growing up, I always used to, like, watch people playing, namely City Folk, doing, like, oh, 1 AM tarantula hunt, and I'd be sat there, like, 1 AM? Who the hell would stay up until 1 AM just to catch tarantulas and record this game? And now I'm the person in my 20s who does that. Shit, we meant to get our fossils assessed. See, that's what happens. Again, the vibes are too strong. They're distracting me. What can I say? But, yeah, I do shout out to everyone who, like, comes out to these videos and says, like, they fuck with it, because it's cool. Now, for our final little point, topic, I'm dreading having to go record GameCube after this. So, as I said, I'm going to try and get GameCube done afterwards. I accidentally deleted my OBS scene, for all my recordings, the other day. Which is slightly annoying, because I've got live and I've got recording. Live is my live stream setup and is immensely easy, to get back if I want. Recording less so, because I can refix it and whatnot quite quickly, but going about the actual sources for the capture cards, nightmare, because the Wii has like black borders around it on GameCube, not GameCube, Wii U, so I've got to crop those out, which I've had to do for this recording, and I did that preemptively for another recording the other day. That's the only other source I've got up though, so I need to redo my Minecraft source, which isn't too difficult, but I need to tick like a very specific box, because Minecraft just is strange on my computer. And then GameCube I need to set 2 sources up for, one for regular GameCube games and one for Shadow the Hedgehog, because they run at like vastly different aspect ratios, and I could not for the life of you tell me why. Tell you why, even. It's 1 AM and my brain's turning mush, what can I say? But yeah, we've gone through all the bases today. Yeah, speedruns, old episodes of this, and then, yeah. See, question is, right, is that, like, I could do the triple threat in theory. If we maybe, like, cut each of the episodes a bit short. I could pull New Horizons back out the closet. I kind of want to leave the discussion about New Horizons for the GameCube episode, though. Because then you guys watching this, if you're interested in the second kind of, like the natural continuation and stuff I've reserved from this conversation, you guys will just have to go watch the other part of this recording, because I will probably upload both of these tonight, right? Like, I feel mentally tired, but like, I know my sleep schedule and tend to exploit it. 11 AM wake up on like a Sunday is just hard-coded into me, so I usually go to bed at 3 AM anyway. It's 1:27, how about we make this happen, so. I'll probably upload both of these before I go to bed, so you can watch both of them and they won't leave you hanging in anticipation. But, yeah. Also, I wonder where Punchy and the other one went. Because I saw him at the beginning and then he just kind of scampered off. Rude. But, hello Felicity. Meant to see you at the very beginning and forgotten. Oh, wow, that's not ominous at all. Anyway. Hey there, Super D. Welcome to my humble abode and stuff. Super D, how can you spend so much time outside and still be so pale? I get dark so fast, I'm like a huge tan magnet, honk me. Ah, I see you're hinting at the tanning feature, right? Is that a feature in this game? I don't know if it is. I know in New Leaf, if you go to the island and stand there, you get a tan. Which is like the most Nintendo way to add skin tones to Animal Crossing. But, yeah. Actually, I wonder if, like, skin tones exist in this game. To be fair, it's kind of shocking they were a thing that was only somewhat implemented hastily up until New Horizons. But I feel as though I'm probably not the best person to comment on cultural inclusion in Animal Crossing, given I'm British. British and not from the cultures of which, significantly were underrepresented in the game for a good while. Native Americans got their headdress, though, so, perhaps someone at Nintendo must have thought that was sufficient, clearly. But, no, good to see it getting further inclusion as time goes on now, though. But, as promised, I do think I'm going to wrap this one up short. Keep it short and sweet, keep the vibes on point. And I'm going to run over to GameCube and do that. And then I might round out the entire, like home run episodes, if you want to call it that, with New Horizons, just as a callback to how all of these started. Why not do 3 late night episodes in one night? So yeah, of course, if you did enjoy this, then feel free to like and subscribe. Check out the GameCube part of this, and then the New Horizons part of this will be out in a few days. If I do end up recording, that is. But you have to find out if it was recorded by watching the GameCube one, because by the end of that recording, I'll be in my mind up if I'm going to do it. So, yeah, that's it for now. So until next time, with all that said and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name has been Neremik, and peace out.